Welcome to the 10k Q&A. I'll be honest here, I've never done a Q&A before, and it's mainly because I've never had the audience to. So I want to first off start off by saying thank you so much for 10k. I've said this, I don't know how many times I've said this, but it's a crazy number for me. I have never had 10k, obviously. So I asked some of you guys on my Discord as well as on my community tab to ask me questions for this Q&A. So let's begin. I think I might take off my glasses. So we'll start off with Discord questions, and then we'll move on to YouTube questions. Now I have a lot here. This might be a long video. I do have more than I was expecting. So yeah, let's go. So first off, did you think you'd ever reach 10k? No. I did not. I have my goals for what I want to get to on YouTube, but I thought 10k was unrealistic because I was a small creator for a very, very long time. Now we're here. Now I can actually start to think that maybe my goals for YouTube are maybe, potentially, possibly realistic. What is your favourite video of yours? I'm gonna have to go back to my channel for this one actually. I don't actually know what my favourite video is. Guys, how are we at 10.6 already? We hit 10k like 48 hours ago. Guys, calm down. But I actually really like the video where I made a song with no music knowledge. That's my favourite recent one, I think. But if you want some tea for like my older videos, I'll just say where's the pizza. I've got fond memories of it. I'm gonna be honest here. What video took the longest time to prepare or edit? Well, when I started uploading regularly, I was uploading like once a week. When I started uploading regularly last year, I gave myself like 2-3 days to edit. So like the videos like the crazy K-pop stands videos, the Karen videos, those ones took a while because I was getting used to not only making videos of that quality, but obviously I was doing it on a weekly basis. So I guess those took the longest to prepare and edit because they're full of content, but that's how my videos are now. And because I've done it for what, 6 months? I've been making these sort of videos for 6 months consistently, so I guess I'm kind of used to it. What piece of advice would you give to every new YouTuber who feels like giving up? I would say don't give up. Which is like the most cliche thing in the whole world. It really is. And this is coming from somebody who is still, in the grand scheme of things, a small YouTuber. Even though 10k is a cool number. I've been on YouTube since 2012, right? And for some reason I didn't give up, so I would suggest you don't either. If you were to do something differently with YouTube, what would it be? I mean, I think I'm doing an okay job with where I'm at. Like, I've done so many different types of videos, so many different types of content, and now I've kind of found a balance between games and commentary and other fun things. I think what I'm doing on YouTube right now is kind of solid, I would say. You know, Thursdays will be like fun videos, deep dives. Fridays we talk about internet stuff, and Sundays we do games. I think that's a solid lineup, I'm not gonna lie. What would your job be if it wasn't YouTube? Something in magazines, I would say, or digital marketing. After, like back in 2019, after I graduated university, I got myself a job at this magazine company sort of thing where I was editing articles and stuff. If you had to choose between dogs and cats, which one would you choose? Cats. What's your favourite thing in Persona 5 or any of the Persona games? Yes, I make a reference to Persona 5 in all of my videos, if you didn't know that, because I'm a big Persona 5 fangirl. Favourite thing in Persona 5? Just the style. Just the style. It's so stylish. The style. Cool game. I'm gonna turn on the light real quick. Why did you start making YouTube videos and unique series like catching Nukason scammers? Well, considering that I started YouTube in 2012, I don't think I know the reason why anymore, why I started. I guess for me, it just became a thing that I did, and it's something that I couldn't stop doing. And as for the series like catching Nukason scammers, well, I've been an Animal Crossing fan for my entire life. I thought that if I wanted to start making gaming videos, I thought Animal Crossing would be a pretty good start for me. And considering that Nookazon is also notorious for their scammers. I thought it'd be an interesting series. What's your favourite aesthetic and do you incorporate it into your style or decor? If you go onto my photography page, or if you see my photography, you'll know that I like the cyberpunky sort of stuff, the blues, the pinks, the purples. I try to incorporate it into my room, I guess, whenever I feel like having a nice room. So I have these two lights. We've got blue here and we've got pink here. So as for my personal style, I would say my personal style is like, I don't know, a work in progress. Do you have a favourite wild animal? You've given me a list here of tiger, wolf and fox. I'm torn between tiger and wolf. Maybe leaning more towards tiger, you know, the Princess Jasmine sort of thing. What's your favourite colour? It used to be blue. I think now I'm leaning more towards purple. Did you expect so much growth in such a short time? No. Will you be releasing more music in the future? Actually, this is a good question to say something about. Since this week has been very full on with videos, I did my first live stream, it's been all full of emotions. I'm gonna not upload on Thursday next week, you know, just to kind of get my mind sort of cleared. It also gives me time to work on something that I want to show you guys. So in regards to the question, expect it soon. If you could tell every subscriber one thing, what would it be? Just thank you. And I appreciate you. Do you have any goals starting YouTube, or did you just make videos for fun? I got inspired by this one guy called Hamza Productions. His videos, Diary of a Bad Man, were blowing up around the time that I started, and that kind of inspired me to make my own skits. And do you like cheese? Just curious. Depends on the cheese. But generally, yes. What are your favourite types of videos to film? Congrats on 10k. Favourite types of videos to film? I guess maybe the Thursday videos, because there's no set, like, thing for them. You know, like this week I uploaded the raiding stuff. Like, that's not in line with what I do at all, but it was so much fun to make. When did you get Marshall and why? We got Marshall September 2020, I think. He was about 2.5 months old when we got him. And why did we get him? I just wanted a bird. We had budgies for such a long time, right? Before we got Marshall, in, I believe it was 2014, maybe, we got budgies and we had them for 6 years. They're all no longer with us, unfortunately. I'm gonna be honest here, I kind of had a hard time dealing with that, and I thought Marshall would be good for me to have. And my family also kind of wanted a pet again, so we got Marshall. Will you release some merch in the future? I want to work on some merch. I don't know what kind of merch you guys would want. Feel free to leave a suggestion down below. I do have a Redbubble shop. I don't know if anybody's checked it out, but it's not something I promote because it's mainly for my photography. Who's your Smash Bros main? For DLC, it's Joker. Non-DLC, Villager. What's your favourite sushi? Salmon. Have you ever played another Animal Crossing game? Have you ever wanted to? Apart from Amoeba Festival, I have played all of them. I've not played the GameCube version too much because I got it recently, but I say recently, I got it a few years ago. I didn't really play it that much, but I guess strictly speaking, I have played every single Animal Crossing apart from Amoeba Festival. Do you ever think you'll do a live stream on YouTube? Yeah, we did that. I might do it again. I don't know when. Have you ever had times where you thought about not continuing your channel in the past or even recently? Yes and no. For so many years, again, I was small, but I guess it was because I never uploaded regularly because I never had any ideas. But I feel like for me, this is the case with like a few things in my life. If I do something for a significant amount of time, I don't want to stop doing it until I have to, because then it feels like it was a complete waste of time starting it in the first place. Do you regret posting the Nookazon vid when you got scammed? That's a very good question, because for anybody who didn't know, yeah, things kind of went pear-shaped a little bit once I posted it. People did end up sending the scammer hate. I even got comments saying that, you know, the video was fake, which obviously, why would I fake the Nookazon scammer videos? Why would I wait 4 episodes to and then fake a scam, you know? But I don't really regret it, because I hope it kind of brings to light what it's like to get scammed, what you have to look out for. If you were to restart your island, would you flatten it or entirely restart? First of all, I would never reset my island because I have put so much time into that. But second of all, I would probably just restart. It's a lot of work. To add to that, if you were to restart or have another island, what theme would you want and what villages would you like that you don't already have? So I guess maybe I would either go for like an extended version of what I have now, maybe like a full-on cyberpunk themed island, or I'd go for cottagecore. That's very, very polar ends of the spectrum there, but yeah. And what villages would I want? I would want Sherb. I want Sherb. I like Sherb. What is your favourite villager? As a kid, it used to be Bluebear. Now, I have too many favourites, but my personal favourite in my island is Marina. She is she's so cute. Favourite season? Autumn. What other Switch games do you own? Oh my... I have a lot downloaded, but in terms of physical games, let's see, I have Overcooked, Mario Odyssey, Astral Chain, which I'm still meaning to complete, Mario Kart 8, Smash, Zelda. Why does Jazz Gals videos make me feel happy? Why does that comment make me feel happy? If you were to make content outside of Animal Crossing, what would you focus on? I mean, I do already make content outside of Animal Crossing, but I think on Sundays it would be nice to kind of have more of a variety of games, including Animal Crossing. Favourite villager personality? I would say Uchi, or Sisterly, depending on what you say. Are you going to do YouTube full time? That is the aim, that is the goal. But I think with lockdown still being in place in the UK, I think that's kind of already happened. However, I do think when lockdown does end, I might dial videos back down to 2 videos a week, just because, you know, 3 videos a week, it's a lot. And once lockdown is over, once this whole pandemic is over, I would like to have somewhat of my life back a little bit, while also dedicating time to YouTube. That is the biggest difference that this pandemic has had on me. My life has changed because of you guys, and I want to continue to grow the channel, grow the community, spend more time with you guys. But also when lockdown's over, it would be nice to have a bit of time to see my friends again. Just a warning, when lockdown, when everything is kind of back to normal, I don't know when that's going to be, but when that happens, I'm probably going to dial videos back down to 2 videos a week. Favourite anime? That's a difficult question. It depends on my mood, you know? I do say that my favourite anime is Your Lie in April, even though that is a very, very sad anime. Very sad anime. I don't know. I like Naruto. I like My Roommate is a Cat. I like Attack on Titan. I don't think I have a set favourite. I think it just depends on I guess it just depends on my mood, you know. Is Marshall a bird or a bird? Depends. Depends on your preference. He is everything. Is it Marshall with 1 L's or 2 L's? It's 1 L. Did I say 1 L's? What music do you listen to? Let's go onto my Spotify. Let's see, what do I listen to? I listen to a bunch of lo-fi, jazz hop, which is basically lo-fi but with a jazz twist. I listen to a lot of Ariana Grande. People were asking me this in the Lucas on Scammers Part 4. Yes, I am. Army, I listen to BTS. If you listen to BTS, comment your bias down below. An NPC you want to see added to New Horizons? Anybody on Twitter knows my answer. Where is my man Brewster? Where is he? Give him to me. I want my coffee. Congratulations on reaching 10k, thank you. How do you feel about reaching it? I feel good. But also I've not taken the time to actually let it set in, any of this set in. Like ever since I hit 1k, ever since I hit 400 subscribers, the growth has been increasing so fast. I've not had the chance to take anything in. It's been very constant for me. It's been very, very tunnel vision like for me. And the channel is still growing rapidly. We reached 10.6k. We hit 10k like 2 days ago. So the growth has been crazy. I've not had the chance to really let it set into my head. I've not had time to process any of this, which is why I do need to just upload 2 videos next week. Just to kind of give my mind a break, for me to kind of take everything in. And then the week after, we'll go back to 3 videos, so yeah. How much do you love us? Loads. And which Animal Crossing holiday do you dislike the most? We don't, unless Bunny Day changes this year, we do not talk about Bunny Day. Congrats on 10k, thank you. How many subscribers do you hope to reach by the end of the year? I don't want to have any goals. I did not have any expectations on reaching 10k before my birthday. That was a joke. That was just me saying it for the sake of saying it, and it happens. I don't know what my goal is for this year. I'm gonna say 20k, right? I'm gonna say 20k. Because I don't know what to expect. Will you create a Discord server? Congrats on 10k. No, I don't think I'll ever make a Discord server. Seems too much work. Will you be celebrating off YouTube for hitting 10k? Yes, I will. My parents, my family, my sister, we all want to like have a cake and celebrate, so that's gonna happen. If that happens, you'll see it on my Instagram. Are you having a good day? I'm having a good day. You having a good day? If you were to move to a different country free of charge, where would you go? Move to a different country? I wouldn't move to a different country. I think me being in England, I think I'm too used to life here. Lived here my whole life. So let's rephrase the question a bit. If I was to go to any country free of charge, where would you go? I'm gonna say Japan. Because I was meant to go to Japan with my family last year. We planned this whole thing. I made a blog post like organising the itinerary for the holiday, and then obviously last year happens and we couldn't go. So I would want to go to Tokyo. Japan. Tokyo is not a country. It is a city. Favourite Animal Crossing game in the main series and favourite Animal Crossing spin-off. Favourite Animal Crossing spin-off would have to be Happy Home Designer. I found that so addicting. I don't know why. And favourite Animal Crossing game in the main series, it's got to be New Horizons, it has to be. And I'm not saying that because it's the most popular thing right now. It is genuinely a really, really good game. Wild World has a special place in my heart because that was my first Animal Crossing game. And New Leaf, obviously. Have you ever had a fan encounter? If so, was it a nice one? Well, considering that I've not actually been outside, maybe I've been outside once. Ever since the channel blew up, but I have had a fan encounter before. Fan, I say. This was back when I was making like skits in school, and my school knew about it. I was in a shop with my mum, and I had these people like behind me being like, "Oh, is that Jasmine?" I'm assuming it's somebody from like school that I didn't know, but they knew me because of my videos. And then I turned around, and they were like, "Hi, Jasmine," and I'm like, "Hi." So I think that's been my fan encounter, but that was like back in the day, back when I was a fetus. So if you guys see me, obviously a lot of you guys are in America, but I do have a substantial amount of you guys in the UK who watch me. So if you do end up seeing me, give me a wave. What hobbies do you have outside of gaming and YouTube? I think that's pretty much it, gaming and YouTube. I do go to Taekwondo classes. I've been doing that for the past, has it been 3 years now? I'm a blue belt in Taekwondo, so that's something I do as well. What are your top 5 games for any consoles? Joint number 1, Animal Crossing and Persona 5. Number 2, I guess number 3, Rocket League. Number 4, Tomb Raider. And I guess I'll say Stardew Valley, I guess. So I'm sure I'm missing something, but yeah. But if you could say anything to little baby Jasmine, what would you say? I would say good luck. One thing you would add or change to New Horizons? Please give me Brewster. Please give me the coffee shop. Also, please let us have more than one island per Switch. That's all the Discord questions. Jeez, that's so many. Let's move on to YouTube. What? We have 70 more questions on YouTube? Huh? Okay. Okay then. You're probably doing this anyway, but feel free to not watch my face. Feel free to have this video in the background. I have a feeling it's going to be a very long video. How many hours have you put into Animal Crossing? Okay, you want to see my hours? Okay, you want to see my hours? Okay. Hours. Too many. Are you a weeb? And if so, what's your favourite anime or manga? I would consider myself a weeb, but not hardcore. I'm just a casual anime fan, I guess. When you first started YouTube, what did you want to do on your channel? It was mainly skits. And then I focused more on like talking to the camera like I am now. And then obviously now I do slightly higher quality videos and different kinds. How old is Marshall? The cool one. He is 6 months old. Is he 6 months old? Let me double check. 6.5 months old, excuse me. If you had a choice, would you rather be a Persona 5 character or an Animal Crossing one? Animal Crossing would be moving from campsite to campsite. Also hope Marshall's doing great. Marshall is my baby. Being a Persona 5 character, for anybody who's played Persona 5 here, would I be a part of the Phantom Thieves? Is this what you're asking? Would I rather be a member of the Phantom Thieves or would I rather move from campsite to campsite and see people's islands? I've always loved the idea of having like supernatural powers, so I guess just from that perspective I would choose Persona 5, just to kind of live out that sort of dream of mine, unrealistic, totally not gonna happen dream. So I was spoken about my Switch games, but what one is my favourites? Apart from Animal Crossing, I presume. This is probably gonna change when Persona 5 Strikers comes out, because that's coming out on the Switch. I'm gonna buy it for the Switch. Well, I pre-ordered it for the Switch, so that will most likely be my favourite game on Switch when it comes out, most likely. But for now, I'll say Rocket League, because I spend a lot of time on Rocket League. And in terms of maybe a Nintendo Switch exclusive game, I would say Astral Chain kind of takes the cake with that as well. Will you ever play Smash Bros and Splatoon? I will probably add Smash to the channel at some point for sure. And as for Splatoon, I don't currently own it, so it might take a while. I have a whole backlog of games at the moment, so Splatoon might happen, but I don't know when because I don't currently own it. So who's your personal best boy in Persona 5? Yusuke. Yusuke is, I love Yusuke, dude. I love Yusuke. What is the best fruit in Animal Crossing? Hint, it's pears. I would say, I'm not denying pears, right? Pears are fine. Pears are green. My personal best fruit is peaches though. I love the peaches. Do you still enjoy Animal Crossing, and what other hobbies do you have? I do still enjoy it, I guess because there's not a lot of content in it right now. I don't play it too much. Any plans for different games or more Animal Crossing videos in the future? Animal Crossing videos will not stop. I do want to play other games. I want to start branching out for games a little bit very, very soon, so I hope you guys enjoy that. How did you decide to start using Nookazon? Nookazon, I just kind of heard of it and I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then like before you know it, I'm fully addicted to it. It's like a business. I'm making my bells, I'm making my millions. When you first go onto Nookazon, it's very addicting, especially when you realise that you can get rich from it on Animal Crossing. When will you make a podcast? I guess this is the announcement I wanted to make. We hit 10k, right? I said to myself, when we hit 10k, I'm making a podcast. And that's gonna happen. Let's set a date. Because obviously I'm only uploading 2 videos next week just to give my mind a break. And that'll give me time to also organise when I'm gonna start the podcast. So let's say the 1st of February, expect me to put out a video about the podcast. I want to release the first episode of the podcast on the 1st of Feb. So I think that's doable. Do you have any goals in, well, anything, Animal Crossing, YouTube, etc.? I don't want to like blatantly say, you know, oh, I want to get to 100k, oh, I want to get to 1 million, because that is obviously very huge goals, very huge numbers, and I don't want to like blatantly say that about myself. But obviously like those would be nice, but at the same time I'm very grateful for the growth that the channel's been getting recently. I'm just very curious to see what's gonna happen this year with everything, with the channel, with everything. You know, my goal for YouTube is to not only grow the channel, but to have a community that is not only nice to have, but you know, it's a community where I can feel comfortable in, that I can upload whatever I would like and you guys enjoy it. That's kind of my goal at this point. And what is your favourite movie? I mean, I love My Neighbour Totoro. I love Kiki's Delivery Service. I guess those are my favourites, I guess. The Incredibles. Are we done? Jeez, this is going to be a long video to edit. Once again, thank you so much for 10k. It is still crazy. And so yeah, the podcast. Let's see if we can get the first episode up onto Spotify, Apple Music and YouTube by the 1st of Feb. Next week I'm only going to upload 2 videos just to give my mind a little break, and then the following week we'll go back to 3 videos a week. So that's the plan for the rest of this month. I hope you stick around. I do have things planned for this year that I am quite excited for, so I do hope you stick around for that. And thank you so much again. I don't know, I still don't know what to say. I really don't. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you in Sunday's video. See you later. What's a Q&A without Marshall? Marshall, hi. How you doing? Are you hyper? He's hyper. Okay. This is what he does. This is what he does. Where is he, you may ask? Where is he? Oh no, I can't find him. He's here. Marshall, say hello to everybody. He was making a lot of noise just now. Make some noise, like you were. You're not gonna make any noise?